You hit the exacta?
Yeah.
$1,000 exacta.
Oh, it's syndicate. Let's go.
Daily double number 9, a 34-1 shot. Awesome win to start the day.
Keep adding it up.
Much, Elio.
Honestly, I've been waiting to bring one. No, I haven't. No.
This is business for us. I'm not there for friggin' kissy. I'm here to make money.
Welcome. Daily Double Show, Saratoga edition. Listen, after Travers, I don't want to be here. That's just hands straight up. But this guest has got me going a little bit today. Let's get right into it. We have teamed up with DraftKings to bring you an offer you don't want to miss. If you are a new customer, you can receive a deposit match up to $250 when you deposit $25 or more and complete the 2x playthrough requirement. Download DK Horse, the #1 ranked horse betting app in America, and sign up using my promo code Elio, E-L-I-O. My co-host, Mark Pastor, and we have a special guest, a.k.a. Twitter handle Steve Collins, but name is Mike. Mike, how are we doing today, buddy?
Good. Yourself? Look, it's a beautiful day here in Colorado. We got college football starting, and just down the street up in Boulder, the circus starts tonight.
Wow. So you gotta let me know. So Steve Collins on the Twitter, but Mike, you told me a little bit about it. I thought it was fascinating.
Yeah. So when I first moved out west, which was back in the late '90s, of course, instead of going to Atlantic City when I was on the East Coast, of course, there's this little desert town called Vegas. Because of my passion for horse racing, and I either had a skill or a problem. I still don't know which it is. I was going into the sports book and got a little bit of recognition. Ran into an old timer by the name of Steve Collins. He's an absolute legend in horse racing on the West Coast. One of the tellers who now runs the sports book for all of MGM was kind of his protege. Just said, hey, you got to sit down with this guy, handicap for him. We got to know each other over the years. We got lucky on some pretty big tickets. Brought in another professional capper from the East Coast out of New Jersey. The three of us just kind of would talk horses. These guys have the money. They just said, hey, look, we want to be on the golf course. We want to kind of run our businesses, which I think is monkey business, not real business. But they just said, hey, look, you're like this little Rain Man savant. How about handicapping for us? And I just had a unique skill for, putting together tickets. So they put up all the money. I do the handicapping. And what we decided to do, instead of calling each other or texting each other 45 times a day, so we would save our marriages, is we said, hey, let's just correspond on Twitter. That Steve Collins account was really made just for the three of us to communicate, so our wives didn't think that, we were, just betting horses and betting sports every day. So it's basically,
you do anything to beat your wife. Listen to
man. Look, I literally send her on errands right now, so she doesn't know really what's going on here. So, but regardless, look, she's been a big supporter. She's reaped the benefits of some of our wins. So God love her. And I got 5 kids that grew up with horses in and around the stables. So. No, it's a good setup, and like I said, that's really the background of Steve Collins, and we kind of named it that out of memorial,
that's awesome.
Out of respect for a dear friend that kind of put us all together. So
one last question I have. In the 2 minutes I spoke to you beforehand, did you say you lost both arms?
No, I didn't lose both arms. I did lose them. I was in a very bad car accident. Literally almost died just about a year ago.
Shit!
Yeah, coming home from the gym at 8:50 in the morning, and 80-year-old woman just T-boned me in my Maserati, and I ended up. And I can send you some pictures. I don't want to gross everybody out, but head went through the windshield, airbag, everything just crushed my arms. So I've had about 4 surgeries on my 2 hands. I've been in physical therapy literally for about 9 months.
Jeez.
But I'm learning. Look, I can still. If I had to, I can grip a drink right now, which is which is a beginning. But yeah, no, when I say lost my arms, I lost use of my arms.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah, I just couldn't tell because the screen's so small.
maybe that'd be a good story. I don't know. Maybe I'll. Is this better? Should I come down here?
Well, let me say this. So I have followed you some on Twitter, the Steve Collins, aka Steve Collins, and obviously you're a sharp handicapper. I see you hit yesterday a nice big one. So hopefully today the public can see these doubles are extremely hard. They're maiden races. They're
really bad card, really bad post Travers card.
Yeah. So why don't you get into it first? What do you like in race 1 and 2 for the double?
Sure. So, race 1, I think, we open up with what I call restricted maidens. We got 9 horses, 4 first-time starters. We got a horse that pulled up and walked off last race. And then we have a horse, one of the inside horses, I think, has posted negative figures in each of his last 2 races and lost each one by 30 lengths. So we got to find somebody by rule of deduction. So with that being said, out of the 4 first-time starters, there's no information. Private clocker notes really aren't giving me any indication. I am going to include the 9, the Ed Barker horse. He does have a 25% strike rate with first-time starters. Has the goodest chance of any. I put the 8 on the ticket as well. I just think with class alone, this horse, showed a little speed, took a little money last out. I have a feeling they're just going to send this horse and see if he can just beat them all by attrition.
That makes sense. Yep. And then in race 2.
So race 2 with the scratch of the 2 who I had on my ticket. Now we got 6 horses, 3 dropping down in class. One horse there's only one horse that's won at Saratoga, being into 3 at the distance of 7 furlongs, which everybody else has won at 7 furlongs. I just think the Linda Rice, being Linda Rice, probably wants another win. They're obviously getting rid of the horse today. I just think, with Kendrick named on the horse, just going to go out and send it. And then, of course, the obvious horse with IRAD. What is the name?
Goldcrest.
Goldcrest. Yeah, I mean, Goldcrest, I think you have to have on there. Once again, dropping down. These races are typically won by, horses dropping down, and the better trainers. But, as I told you on the kind of pregame today, I've been going to Saratoga 30 years. The week after the Travers always seems like the races, the racing secretaries like to throw a bone to the lesser-known outfits, lesser-known jockeys. Don't be surprised if Key Barcola wins a race today. On paper, it doesn't have a chance, but, they may want to throw him a bone. Who knows? But
yep. That makes sense.
I just don't see it in race 2 today. But look, I could easily play 3x3, but because of the short field, I thought I'd go 2x2. And like I said, if we had like maybe a Portnoy pick 3 show, that's where I think you could smash it today. Because race 3, I think offers you can go pretty shallow.
All right, thank you, Mark. What are we thinking?
So I think the races are shit too. I went through these here and came up with the 5 and the 9 in race 1. The 5 second place last time out with some experience, and I also like that 9 as a first time starter. Second race, I did the 4 and the 7. Finally it switched. Okay, I was gonna say, why did I like the 4? There we go. So the 4 is, been in the money the last couple times in these low claiming races. $110,000 horse. Yeah, it's 6 years old. It's only won 3 times in its life, but a lot of these other ones are just crap. And I threw that 7 in there with IRAD. I just kind of went with a jockey in this race that I thought would have the best chance of winning. You're right. A lot of these names, some of them aren't that familiar, but thought about the 5 for a little bit here, but didn't want to go 3. So I just did 4-7, 5-9, 4-7.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. I spread in the first race. I really think I'll go back to front. I really think that IRAD horse in race 2, claiming 16, I think that horse is going to be a standout. In these type of claiming races, people don't like to pass horses. I think this horse gets the lead. IRAD smashes this field, and somebody claims this horse and gets a 4-time winner. But in race 1, I had a tough time. I used 3 horses. Obviously, now I'm sort of upset I didn't use the 9. I didn't see that stat that he was 25% first time.
Only 1 for 4, though, Al.
What?
It's only 1 for 4.
Yeah, so I'm okay. So I'm 3, 5, 8. I use the logical choices. I think the 3 first time out although my page is not clicking. Obviously, terrible race. I don't think he was meant for dirt. Dylan has been on fire. You're getting 5-1 on a turf horse. Blinkers on. He's got to have a big change from the dirt. But I think a lot of times these horses do that. Once they change to their correct surface. And then I have the other two logical. I have the 5, who Mark used, and then 8 as well. 8 is going to be the early speed. Can he hold on? Unless one of these horses step up, I really think the 8 might have a shot for gate to wire. That's it. That's all I have. Steve, Mike, thank you for coming on. I'm using both names, Mark. We'll talk soon, Mike. I'd love to get some feedback from you. You seem like you know a shitload about horses.
I've got a lot of free time on my hands right now.
Yeah. Not in your hands, though, because they're not working correctly.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for coming on, and good luck. Hit another pick 5 today.
You got it. Just catch me if you need anything.